Hey there, West Michigan. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens. It has been a nice Thanksgiving day across the region. We had sunshine, we had temperatures above average, and we had turkey across the region today too. But one of those turkeys, well, he wasn't going to be on anyone's dinner plate. Let's go ahead and share this photo with you. That's Jeffy, sent in by Larry and Lisa. Their grandson gave Jeffy his name, and Dalton Fire Department gave him a pardon this year. So this particular turkey's having a pretty good Thanksgiving. This photo here from a couple weeks ago when they had the snow over there on the lake shore. No snow today though, and Linda got this view early in the day from Holland where we saw the skies out there, some clouds, but otherwise a pretty good start. Pretty much the same thing as we headed into the evening. Alicia got this view from Whitehall, some clouds, but plenty of sunshine to get out and enjoy, and a nice sunset over at the lake shore. Thanks to Sharon for sending this view from Pure Marquette Beach. Of course, if you ever take a photo, we love to share them here at 13 on your side, and you can send them to me on social media. Meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on the X, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. Your temperature out there today hit a high of 48 Grand Rapids, 51 in Muskegon, and 49 Holland, notched up to 50 for Battle Creek and Kalamazoo as well. That's above average for this time of the year, but inside our 3-degree guarantee. Told you 46, hit 48, brings the current streak to 3 days in a row. When it comes to Black Friday, our temperatures are pretty much on discount from today. That's because they are going down. Cooler temperatures in view. That's why 13 Weather Ball is lit up in blue.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
And those temperatures tonight really going to be feeling quite chilly, especially as we head through the overnight and into those early morning hours of Friday. The winds out there not overly strong, but you factor in a 5 to 10 mile per hour wind with temperatures that as of 10 o'clock Thursday were already in the 20s, and it is really going to feel cold overnight. 29 as of 10 o'clock in Grand Rapids, 30 Ionia, 29 Fremont. Wind chills already as cold as 20 flat in Grand Rapids, and that pattern will continue tonight as temperatures fall into the mid and low 20s. Wind chills will be in the teens by early Friday morning. If you're heading out to shop, make sure you bring some layers because it is a cold start and it doesn't really get much warmer through the afternoon. Sunshine will carry us to the mid 30s, but that's all we'll get. Wind chill factor going to keep feels like conditions down in the 20s throughout the day on Friday. We'll start the day at 26 with mostly clear skies overnight, a few clouds and possibly a snowflake Friday, but nothing impactful. We'll be quiet into the start of the weekend with temperatures that stay on the cool side. Saturday, mostly cloudy and 38. The satellite radar out there as of Thursday evening showing a few passing clouds coming through, but that's about it. There's some snow up into the northern portions of lower Michigan and the UP. It's coming from the winds across the lake. That pattern may again bring us a stray snowflake as we head into your Friday, but it's not going to be anything to worry about. Hour by hour shows cloud cover coming off the lakes as we head into early Friday morning. Again, watch for a stray snowflake along some of these cloud bands as the winds come across Lake Michigan. This isn't going to be our impactful snow, though. That comes later in the weekend. The forecast through Friday afternoon pushes the lake effect out. We'll see sunshine to end the day. Cloud cover picks up as we head into the start of the weekend. Your Saturday, kind of gloomy, overcast, gray kind of a day. Nothing too exciting for your Saturday, but as we head into Sunday, that's when things start to change. Here comes the snow. You can see it out to the west Sunday morning. Starts to spread across the region as we head toward the midday Sunday, and this snow continues throughout most of the day Sunday, coming to an end for the most part, at least on a broad scale as we head into Sunday night, but we'll keep lake effect chances in the forecast through Monday, Tuesday, and even into Wednesday. Some of those areas under the lake bands will pick up some additional accumulation, but the first round of snow on a broad scale as it comes through Sunday into Sunday evening, that'll drop about 1 to 2 inches. So nothing we can't handle here in West Michigan, but certainly enough to maybe turn that grass white just in time as we pass the Thanksgiving holiday. We'll keep an eye on it throughout the weekend. Here's a look at temperatures for your Friday. We'll be hanging around 30s on the lakeshore. Again, maybe a flake or two in those lakeshore communities. Temperatures low 30s in our northern zones with more mid 30s from Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Those temperatures will stay in the 30s as we head throughout the 10-day forecast. We'll watch those lake effect snow chances come through as we head toward Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll drop as low as a high of 31 for Tuesday before we see rain and snow chances come in near the end of the forecast. But unfortunately, temperatures never going to make it out of the 30s for highs over the next 10 days. And as we celebrate this Thanksgiving, many around West Michigan are giving back, including a Muskegon Heights restaurant owner who gave out free Thanksgiving meals to hundreds of community members, bringing people together from all across the area. 13 on your side's Jeremiah Brown spoke with the owner about why they did it and the impact that they're having.
The owner of Corrine's Cakes and Catering says her grandmother would always make sure anyone was able to come and get a plate on Thanksgiving, and now she's making sure that everyone in the Muskegon area can as well.
Look at that.
Food always brings people together, no matter if you are the hands preparing the food or enjoying.
And we're serving for people to eat here, to go, and we're delivering to the senior livings and the homebound and ill people.
Food for over 600 people has been prepared, with close to 100 volunteers coming out to help cook, serve, and transport.
Happy Thanksgiving and welcome. I only have a staff of 10, so the rest of them are the community. It's people who heard about it and they called and said they would like to volunteer.
Corrine says owning her own restaurant allows her to carry on what her grandmother started.
She never let anybody starve, never. You just come and get a plate. She fed everybody, so that's what I know to do. And I like to see that now because now I got a full-blown restaurant, I can do that.
And if her grandmother was here,
she might cry, but she'd be in the kitchen.
People from across the greater Muskegon area coming out to share a meal and to serve.
This is what community is about. This is what serving the community is about. And being able to look out and to know that so many different people from around Muskegon County is able to eat and to come out and fellowship.
So it's just our two cities coming together and serving the greater Muskegon community. It is a beautiful thing.
Those present saying this is what Muskegon Heights is about.
This is about, we're about giving, we're about the city of friendly people, and that's legit.
From Muskegon Heights, I'm Jeremiah Brown, 13 on your side.
And speaking of meals, we all have our favorite sides when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner, but a recent survey done by Campbell's found that stuffing is being dethroned as the top Thanksgiving side. So what's taking its place? Well, that's mashed potatoes. The survey found that 23 states consider mashed potatoes the top side dish compared to just 6 states that preferred stuffing. Coming in third place was mac and cheese, followed by sweet potatoes and green bean casserole, rounding out the top 5. Of course, my favorite side dish, and I do love the stuffing, but I might have to consider those potatoes as well. It's hard to go wrong with a Thanksgiving side. And outside of the food, watching the Macys Thanksgiving Day Parade is another holiday tradition for many, and Jennison's Marching Band was in the national spotlight this year, being one of 11 bands to perform in the Thanksgiving Parade. They were given just over a minute to show the world their talent. The 193-member band was chosen to perform back in April. The community came together to help raise $100,000 to send the nearly 200 students to New York to take part in the event. And if you made the trip out to see the parade or otherwise traveling this holiday, we do have some good news. You may have noticed some lower prices at the pump. Gas prices in the Grand Rapids area on Alpine Avenue have reached as low as $2.99. Today, the average price in Michigan is $3.19, according to AAA. Gas Buddy says this is lower than 2 years ago. These drops in prices come from both the declining price of oil as well as lower demand for gas. Currently, Kent County has an average of $3.09. Ottawa sits at $3.12 and Muskegon at $3.06. And for the Friday after Thanksgiving, if you're looking to do something festive in Grand Rapids, the Chris Kindle Market will be back open at Downtown Market. This European-styled open-air market is taking place until just before Christmas. The market offers a little bit of shopping and food for just about everyone. Karen Carpenter from the market told us what you can expect to experience for those who may be new to the concept.
We've got some traditional foods like the currywurst and waffle fries and those kinds of things. We also have crepes and raclette, and if you're not familiar with what raclette is, it's melted cheese. Like, does anybody like not want that? But anyways, they melt cheese and it goes on sandwiches and bread and different things, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So you'll have to come down and try all those good things too.
The market is open every Wednesday through Sunday from now through December 23rd. Operation Solo is an organization in Muskegon County providing temporary assistance to owners that are struggling financially. And as part of that, they're helping keep your furry friends warm in cold weather like that which we have in our forecast. 13 on your side's Veronica Ortega explains how.
As the temperatures continue to drop across West Michigan, experts are reminding pet parents that furry friends need proper provisions to keep them safe outside.
Operation Solo does not want dogs to be outside. We would prefer for every dog to be inside, but we know that's not the reality. So we want to be here to support those people that have the dogs outside and help the dogs.
Pets that live outside need an adequate shelter. Operation Solo is giving away these igloos based on advice from veterinarians.
It's not open for the elements to get in. They're easily protected. It helps keep them warm because of the structure of the igloo. And then it's also handy in the summer too, because when it gets hot outside, it actually helps cool the body down as well.
Thanks to some generous donations, the community organization also has bales of hay. Experts agree that straw and not hay or blankets will help keep your pet's body temperature regulated.
It gets wet, that's why we don't want to use blankets. And then the straw versus hay, hay can become moldy. The straw kind of repels the water, so it helps keep the body temperature, it helps keep them warm.
The igloos should be packed full of straw so pets can make their own little nests. Operation Solo has heated water bowls, tarp, toys, food, and everything you need to make sure your pet is comfortable over the next few months.
We want to kind of see what they have, what they need, because we have other supplies as well too. So it's not just the igloos and straws, but we want to come out to your house, and we understand that transportation may be an issue. So we plan to make deliveries.
Every animal deserves to be protected and happy, just like Solo was.
Thanks to Veronica for that report. The organization is accepting donations of igloos and other supplies. You can find a link to their Amazon wish list on our website, 13onyourside.com. If you are someone who needs an igloo and straw, email the address that you see at the bottom of your screen. And finally, in tonight's Check This Out, one of West Michigan's most iconic holiday traditions returns to the lakeshore next week. The 39th annual Mona Shores Singing Christmas Tree opens to the public next week. The 67-foot human tree features 160 singers from the high school choir and is accompanied by a 50-member orchestra. Shows will feature traditional Christmas songs along with multicultural sections. Choir leaders say they have a lot of former students, including exchange students, who watch the performance on their live stream.
We, are broadcast all over the world. Lots of exchange students that we've had in the past that were in choir, that were in tree, love to share that with their families. We'll stay up, late into the night to be able to watch our live stream that we do for our Saturday evening performance.
Performances start next Wednesday at the Fronthaw Theater with shows at 7 each night through Friday and 2 shows on Saturday. Really cool looking performance there. I hope I can get out and see it. Of course, now that you're up to date with the latest forecast and all the weather related news from here in West Michigan and some holiday news as well, you can always find more online at 13onyourside.com or by downloading our news and weather apps. For now though, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.